As a huge foodie myself, I am so in touch with what's going on. And every now and then I find myself in a place where the history is rich, the weather is perfect, and the food, it's as honest and as fresh as can be. Just add a chef who knows his stuff and comes with more passion than even he knows what to do with, and you have one hell of a gastronomic experience on your hands. Enjoy. How important is the food program to the hotel?
Very important.
This isn't just your average hotel food. I mean, the food here is amazing. Your chef is world class. Do a lot of your guests stay and eat in the hotel?
A lot of them, yes. But once they try our restaurant, they normally repeat because they don't expect, I honestly think they don't expect to have the food that they do have here.
Familiar.
But really what draws him to do these kind of plates is his childhood flavors. Some of these dishes, even though they're made with modern techniques, all they do is represent the flavors from his childhood. I mean, you could pretty much get some of these flavors 30 years ago in a family table here in any town. They wouldn't be placed like that probably, but that's basically the essence of it.
Every single piece he did had meaning to it. Nothing was just taken out of the pan and put on the plate without being modified for perfection.
Well, I think the secret is that you have to love what you do. If you love what you do things nice.
Such a fresh shrimp that it really doesn't need that much time of cooking. We want to bring out the flavor, so just by searing it off, you bring out all that flavor that you need. It's actually kind of raw in the middle, so it's just vuelta y vuelta, what we say in Spain. It's one side and one side. Vale, vale. He's very keen on you trying this dish. So if you're a chef, you're gonna like this. That over there, it's called papada de cerdo. Es cerdo ibérico. It's Iberian pig. It's a pig that you can only get it in Spain. It only feasts on acorn. Okay, you have to get a little bit of each. Let's say a little bit of the papada, which is the center meat. A little bit of the espardeña.
Oh, I love the flavors. Gentlemen, that is fantastic. Food, expertly cooked. And you know what? It's honest food. It's not overcomplicated, it's not food science, it's food.
Appreciate it. Thank you for enjoying the food.
Wine is a huge passion of mine. I've been in hospitality, the food and wine business, for over 25 years. And hanging out in Tuscany is always just such a thrill. It's where the perfect blend of food and wine comes together. It's like no other. And having the opportunity to visit one of Tuscany's oldest wineries, dating back to 1141, wow, that is such a cool experience. Stefano, Ricasoli has such a vast history. Can you tell me about it?
It's for sure the oldest winery in the business since the family settled in Broglio in 1141. The castle was built in the 12th century. It has always had a role in the territory. Another interesting period was the 19th century, while Bettino Ricasoli, the inventor of the formula of Chianti Classico, was living here, because probably was the first property approaching the wine business in a very modern way. He was managing the vineyards as single vineyards 2 centuries ago. Between the 1920 and 1950, Ricasoli was considered the Toscan producer. The long history of the family is an asset, but it's more important the recent history. Because you have to know that Ricasoli in the 70s, and I'm talking of the brand Ricasoli and the winery, was sold to Seagram's. And in over 20 years of Seagram's management, the brand has been I would say destroyed, because they used to make bulk wines, big volumes, so they were bottling about 11 million bottles. And then the family came back to the business. And again, a totally different approach. Well, if you want to make an outstanding quality, we have to start from the scratch, and they have replanted everything. But what is more important is the great job they have done over the years selecting the best clones of Sangiovese. We believe that Sangiovese so far is our main asset.
Chianti. Is it a region? Is it a way of making wine? Is it a grape varietal? What is Chianti?
It's a mix of all of the elements you have just said. Chianti, first of all, is different from Chianti Classico. More or less you can make Chianti in every Toscan province, so from the north, Lucca, down to Grosseto.
Only in Tuscany?
Only in Tuscany. You can make a Chianti Classico only between Florence and Siena. Then there is the grape issue. Sangiovese is representing the majority of the blend of both of the appellations. To make a Chianti Classico, you have to use at least 80% of Sangiovese. Otherwise, you can't call it Chianti Classico. We spend time, efforts, a lot of passion, a lot of dedication trying to find out which was the best soil, the best microclimate for this variety. We are releasing very soon a new wine, Chianti Classico, of course, 100% Sangiovese. You will realize yourself on how the knowledge on Sangiovese has reached such an outstanding perfection. You won't find any Chianti Classico and any Sangiovese with such a personality.
That is just such a wonderful wine, and I never felt this way about Chianti.
We have the wine representing more the general philosophy of the company so far, which is Castello di Broglio. Is made from the best grapes of the best vineyards of Broglio.
Dark.
But again, the philosophy is different. It's not a single vineyard. Here, you have more peculiar characteristics.
This is a very interesting wine. I find it incredibly easy to drink.
It is.
This is incredible though, and this also not only changes my look on the company Ricasole, but it also changes my outlook on Chianti as well. Well, I would like to thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
For this new look at Ricasole again.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Coming up next, I dig a lot deeper into the beauty and wonders of the Mediterranean. Why? Well, because these destinations are all part of the luxury list.